Always know why you want to achieve what you want to achieve. Because you know what? The more connected you are with your why, the higher the chances that that thing will get done. Because tips on staying motivated for goals. Few things. One, always know why you want to achieve what you want to achieve. I like to remind myself every morning what is the purpose behind this. So why do I do what I do? Because you know what, the more connected you are with your why, the higher the chances that that thing will get done. Because when we start doing anything in the beginning, we all have what I call that natural enthusiasm. So right in the beginning, all of us are very excited about achieving anything, but within 3, 4, 5 days or sometimes 2, 3, 5 weeks, depending on how big the goal was, all of that motivation starts to go off. And when the motivation goes off, what will keep you going is a question you have to ask yourself. So for example, for me, I love to narrate to myself how when I was stuck badly in my life, some beautiful teachers came into my life and gave me that insight and wisdom that I needed to truly become who I became, right? The same way I feel today, it's my obligation that I should not sit on information that I know that can help someone. So that becomes my why, that I also want to give back the same way my teachers gave to me. I owe them my life today. I want to be able to pass that on, because I know the biggest gift I can give to my teachers is that I pass on the knowledge, insights and everything else that I learned and what I used in my own life. So that's one definite way. Another definite way to get motivated in your goals is to schedule time. Just making a things to do list only keeps that as a desire or a wish that you would like to come true. If you truly want your life to move forward, I want not only what you're going to do today, but also from what time to what time. So let's say I need to create an event like a PPT for my day after session that I'm doing. And today I had to schedule the entire morning from 10 to 1 was dedicated to that, with 15 minutes breaks every 45 minutes. So 10 to 10:45, 11 to 11:45 and 12 to 12:45, I just sat and did the work, while the other 15 minutes was for me to check the phone, reply to any email, go out and see what's happening in my house, all of that. So that's another second way of staying motivated. Another third way of staying motivated is by creating choices and consequences. What does that mean? If I do this, then I will reward myself with this if I finish it, and I will not reward myself, rather, I don't use the word punish, I think it's too harsh, but I will make sure that I'm not rewarded, right? So let's say I don't finish my PPT in time, then tonight I won't go out for the dinner I have planned. So like that, you can create choices and consequences, and what that does is it creates artificial responsibility. You see, we don't have bosses. For most of us, rather, I would say, not that we don't have. For most of us, we are in charge of our own life and we choose our own speed. Because of that reason, I feel like if you have a consequence, then at least you become accountable in some format or the other. So I hope these 3 points will help you, where you should know your why, you should schedule or block time in the day, as well as create a consequence. If it doesn't get done, what's the price you're going to pay? The best way to figure out where to start is to make a list of all the things that you need to do, then mark the 5 easiest and start with the 5 easiest. See, whenever you have overwhelm, that basically means you need to just get started. Sometimes when we don't get started and we overplan, we get overwhelmed. Okay, so putting yourself in action is the most important thing. Anything, every day you must, out of those 20 things, 3 things must get done. So 3 things. By the end of the week, everything will be done and you will be surprised at the speed at which you would have done it. Okay. The other thing I want you to write down on your hand, rather, and remember it for this whole month is, success is shabby. When I say this, what do I mean? Basically, I want you to know that no matter how planned we are, when we go into action, our plans change, because reality is always different from paper plan. Correct or no? And when those plans change, we start to feel like, oh my God, I'm not as proper as I thought I will be. You can never be. Because you know what? You cannot predict what will happen when you go do something, what else will happen. So therefore, because you can't predict it, you have to be ready for shabbiness to show up. And guess what? Shabby to shabby to shabby to shabby equals to success. So get very comfortable that you don't need to remain this so proper, so planned, so clear. On paper, that is great, but when you move into action, get comfortable in making things happen no matter at which level. Some will happen at 50%, some at 60%, some at 70%, some at 100%. Good for you.